Alright, so this is going to be a two-parter because my phone rang, so that cut off the video. But I'm going to pick it up from where I left off in the last one, and I'll make a link to connect the two. But yeah, where was I? The accusations that were made against Retro were regarding his misuse of his GM abilities to spawn in things and give them away, and I don't know, all sorts of other stuff. Now, one thing I wanted to mention, just because I know that it's sort of been said in public forums, but I really don't feel like it's been that clear exactly what's happening here. But it seems as though, and I'm not sure, actually, maybe I might be completely wrong here, but it seems as though in the past holidays, like the holidays that just happened, someone made the executive decision that they would be giving Christmas gifts to staff members of the game. And those Christmas gifts would be coming in the form of in-game items. Okay, so I guess this is kind of like instead of getting a monetary bonus at your work that you would, like, you know, how people at Christmas will get a bonus because of just a Christmas bonus or whatever. This is kind of like the Worms staff's Christmas bonus, but it came in the form of in-game items. Now, the item that like how they did that was that they gave people wishes, that they could just wish for something and they would get that item, and that was their Christmas gift. Now, what's interesting is that we, being part of Venn and being, you know, we were offered this item that was like a little magic lamp, and we were told that that gives us wishes. We can cash in these wishes. Just we would wish for anything and we could get that thing. We haven't done that, and part of the reason was maybe it's because we didn't quite understand it. We don't understand the limitations on it. Like, we don't understand what it is that we can wish for. Like, what, you know, like I have this sense that wishing for something, like, for example, a fantastic 100 quality pickaxe with 104 WOA and 104 COC and you know, imbued with 100 imbue, like getting an item like that, for example, would just be game breaking. Like, there's like something about it in my mind that says that this would just be wrong. I can't wish for something like that. Okay, well, if I, you know, and I know I kind of have this sense that that's sort of the instructions that we've been given. Like, we would not be able to wish for something like that. But then where's the line? Like, what can we wish for? And because of this, like, uncertainty, we just haven't cashed in on this, and I don't think we're going to. Like, I kind of like, I appreciate the gesture, and it was a great Christmas gift, and I think I'll keep the little lamp, and the lamp would be a memento. I think that would have been enough, like, that little lamp. It was a supreme lamp, which was like even more than needed, I think. But nonetheless, it turns out that some of the people, like, I think that one of those things that Enki had posted was that Retrograde had wished for a summer hat. Now, summer hats are items that were given out as gifts a long time ago by Rolf to his staff members. So, like, these, it sort of like goes along that same line, like a Christmas bonus sort of item. And these items are super rare, and they're amazing because they function just like great helms, but they weigh like nothing and they don't impede your movement, right? Like a great helm would do. And they look kind of cool because they're like this little like hat that goes on your head. That's a unique texture and everything. So Retrograde asked for one of these things and got it. And if I'm not mistaken, it wasn't just a plain old one. I kind of have a feeling it had some kind of rarity to it, though I could be wrong. I think then, if I'm not mistaken, I could be told, and you know, I forgive me if I'm getting this story wrong, but I think he actually ended up gifting it away. Like, you know, like the nice guy that Retro is, he gave it to somebody as a gift. Like, what an amazing gift. And so I'm not sure exactly what the accusation was, but it seemed like they were accusing him of spawning in an artifact that was an illegal artifact that you weren't allowed to spawn in. And I think that overall it was ruled that that there was no official rule against bringing in summer hats into the game. I don't know. Like, I'll be honest, like, a lot of the accusations seemed a little bit thin to me, but at the same time, it pointed at something that I don't like it, not towards retrograde, but I think to the game as a whole. Like, is it okay for the game developer or the owner of the game, let's say Rolf is doing this, like, maybe this is Rolf's choices, like, I don't know, I'm just making that up, but is it okay for whoever it is to decide that we are just going to spawn these ultimate great items into the game and give them away as gifts at the expense of potentially somehow tainting the game with these ultimate items? Like, it brings me back to the to a memory that I have back when I was playing EverQuest, and I'd played it up to the point where I stopped, and then maybe a year later I saw, oh, there's a free server, EverQuest server, somebody modded EverQuest and you can now play for free on this dedicated server. And one of those had like the ability to spawn whatever you wanted. You can spawn in the best gear in the game. And so we had tons of fun doing that, like being God mode, essentially. I'm going to set my level to the highest level, and I'm going to get all the best gear, and I'm going to gear myself up and go around and run through dungeons that I wouldn't normally be able to run through and stuff. And what I learned from that experience is that by turning on God mode, it ruins the game. Like, completely ruined the game for me. Like, it made it so that I couldn't even look at the original one again, because I've now seen the end of the best dungeon there is, and not like spoiled the surprise. I've experienced what it is to be the highest, and it really wasn't all that great. Like, it just spoiled it for me. And I wonder if spawning in these great uber items into the game kind of has the same effect in Worm. Like, it kind of like devalues these super rare items if we know that at any moment they could just be spawned in on their own. Like I look at that supreme lamp that I have that was gifted, and I think that's not the same as if I made a supreme lamp. Like, that item there is not the equivalent to one that I made, even though it functions equivalently. But in my mind, there's something about that item that's sitting in my inventory there that makes me think, that item isn't real to the game. And I'm wondering, like, does that take away something from the game when these sort of items get spawned in? And partially for me, I feel like it does, which is the reason why I haven't pursued these wishes, because I'm really hesitant to ruin the game for myself. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I'm alone on this. I feel like I can see that there would be the other people who might take advantage of this situation and just spawn in stuff that gives them monetary gain. I just can't seem to bring myself to do this, because again, I feel like that experience would ruin the game for me. And I absolutely don't want that to happen. So, yeah. So anyway, I have a ton more stuff to say on this topic, but I feel like I've been going on for too long, and I'm getting to the point where my drive is done. So, this topic will be continued on some other stream, I'm sure. The moment I get together with Brian on stream, we'll eat this stuff up again. I hope to get streaming with him on this weekend. So anyway, that's my thoughts. I'm going to post these videos. Hopefully you guys get a chance to see them. Tonight, if you are able to tune in, I may just turn on the stream for a couple hours while I get into 7 Days to Die a little bit more. So hope to see you there. And until next time, you guys keep on worming. Have a good one, everyone.